I found a cicada on the ground, and Ryan decided it would be a good idea to smell it.
Have you guys ever smelled catfish bait? This is worse. I didn't think they would stink like freaking dead animals. They do. It's horrid. I've never smelled one.
He about threw up. All right, everybody, welcome back. It's a windy morning.
But the sun's out.
The sun's out. It's pretty. It's
my pool got that much rain in it.
Dude, it was a wild day yesterday. But we're back. We are going to destroy some mole activity.
So this is the same yard that we did the juicy fruit in, and they still have moles.
Yep, and we're going to walk around and show you, but then we're going to eradicate them.
Burrow. We're going to do it right.
We're going to do it right. So that's going to show that the only way to really get rid of them is to do a proper treatment. Now, there are other treatments that work. This one's just the easiest,
fastest,
fail-safe.
Yeah, it's the fastest.
So you can use bait worms. They do work.
Snap traps.
You can use the traps. There are
quarter sticks.
There are plastic or there are metal traps, and both of them have their pros and cons. So that's not something we'll show in this video, but we're going to show you how today, in 10 minutes, we can get rid of one whole trail.
Plus less yard cleanup with this.
Yeah, there's not a lot that we have to do. We did ask them over the weekend to mow and to roller the yard, so that way we could see if there's any new fresh activity.
Didn't they send you a video of
they did
baby roll? And
yeah, we would put that in there, but copyright laws wouldn't let us. So it was funny.
That's why I did it in a different tune.
Yeah. Well, you sang it. It's
my,
yours.
My voice sucks, but
original Ryan Waite rolling music.
Hey, you guys notice my new shades here? So, look.
Where are they from?
They're,
where's mine?
I lost them on the way here.
Whoa.
So I'm an Oakley guy through and through, but I got really tired of dropping my glasses and scratching them. So I went with Costas. They're the new glass, and I'm doing a little shout out for them. So if you guys want to send me some glasses, or Ben needs a pair.
They're not a sponsor.
They're not yet.
But they could be.
So for safety glasses, these actually have real glass in them and they don't scratch. So Costas. Damn it.
Does that hurt? All right, well, let's do an inspection before we get started, and we'll see what activity we can find. All right, so we had a severe downpour yesterday, and the good news is it's only going to show current activity or new activity, but I did a quick walk around the yard, and I found some spots that were freshly pushed up. Since they rollered this on Saturday, and today is Monday, anything that got pushed up after the rain yesterday is going to be active. Let me show you one of these. So we've got, this is obviously after the rain has been pushed up and is cracked. And it looks like it goes that way and this way, right to here. See, here's another spot that's pushed up and cracked. We at least have some fresh activity. You can still feel a bunch of trails all over. But we're going to go back and start in the front yard and then work our way back. We didn't see a lot of new trails pushed up in the front, but we could feel them underneath. So we're going to probe and start treating. Oh, there was another one. Dang it. You don't want to squish them down until after. Oh.
See anything popping up in the yard yet?
All right, well, machine's running, smoking. We don't recommend smoking. That's a bad habit. We had them roller the yard, so that's going to cause a couple of problems. One, we're going to see where they're active, but the areas that are not popping up, like here in the front yard, we probably won't get results. Because either they're too deep, or they've run to the backyard, or there's nothing going on here right now, and maybe we'll drive them there or something.
And he said, and I just got done talking to Nate, he said, hey, look, we rolled it, but we're still having, it was a little bit dry when we rolled it, and so we still have a little bit of squishiness to it. We're finding some holes, so we're gonna do what we can do, but yes, the moles are still active.
Yeah.
Juicy fruit, 0.
In the back, they're active. So that's gonna be the interesting area to smoke and to check. But we're gonna hit this while we're up here, and then we'll move back over there.
We're gonna be thorough.
All right, we got a pretty deep one that we're working on now. I think that one goes fairly deep into the yard.
It's not popping up anywhere, but you can tell it's not even coming up around the nozzle. So
it's not restricting it at all, so it's going somewhere.
I think we're getting down into the roots of that tree where
I think
the rats of Nim are hanging out.
Wizards and villains. And heroes.
I ain't scared of nothing.
They're down there. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are down there too, eating pizza. Okay, we moved to the backyard. This is the trail that has pushed up since the rain, and all we did was we started right over there where the hose is going in the ground, poked a hole over here by Ryan, and we've got smoke. So can we patch that without destroying it? The burrow machine is great because you can probe around to see where these trails end up and see if they're connected. So we know that that one is all connected to this.
There's another one over here at the front of the yard, front of the backyard. See if it pops up too.
Right here. Oh yeah. Okay, so here
you can see the crack at the top that's been pushed back up.
Yep. So right here, obviously this has been pushed up. This trail is all active right through here. So we're gonna come over and attack this one in a minute. We've got a hole in it. I don't think any smoke's gonna come out of this one. I think this is separate hole, but we'll check it. So in a yard this size, oh, it goes all the way over here. In a yard this size, there shouldn't be more than 2 or 3 according to Rutgers. What do they know?
We might have to rewrite the book on this.
But if there's no smoke comes up here, then that could be another family or another mole. So that would be right. I would say maybe 1 in the front yard, 2, maybe 3 back here.
Maybe
tops.
there was an earthquake and their home collapsed. I don't know.
The other thing to consider is they can come, the nest could be in somebody else's yard and their runs could come into your yard. So there's definitely that possibility here. But who knows? We'll take care of these that are active.
Moles.
We'll take care of the active ones and see how it goes. So we moved up here to this area that we spotted, and before getting into this run, I decided to do that one right there next to it to make sure they were connected, and they're not.
No.
The smoke is going that way, like it's even way down there towards the tree.
And then this one is actually heading towards the neighbors. So I
think this one's separate.
Another run. I don't know if you guys find this as intriguing as we do. We're loving this.
We're chasing smoke all around this yard, and it's awesome.
If you guys were here, you'd love it too, I promise you. So,
man, I cannot believe those are within 1.5 foot of each other, and they're not
completely
connected.
different runs.
Crazy. All right, so we probed around. We start up there where the hose is, and it goes all the way over to the tree, and it's a bunch of trails in here.
and it's hitting every single one of them.
Yeah, I just poked, well, there's still smoke coming out over there, but I poked a hole even further over and it was there.
That smoke though, that's a game changer because we can tell where everything's going.
We can track it. Like when we put this here, we thought that's gonna take care of this whole area, but it doesn't. So now we know we gotta go over there. Crazy, awesome. We just have to, can we have a moment of silence for the moles in their yard?
They're done.
They will be. Poor things.
Of course, if we keep standing here where the smoke's blowing into us, we might be done too.
All right, we're doing a test. The customer complained that there's an area where they have ground hornets. And so she pointed out the hole that they sprayed, and we've got the machine running on it. So we've got the machine running on the hornet's nest, and about a minute into it, one came flying out and tried to get me. Luckily, it only got my shorts, but it looked a little dazed. So the smoke actually might work pretty good on those, but from what we understand, this will kill them. So we're testing it. Little side deal here while we're working on moles. The worm doesn't like it. Check him out.
We're on the road.
Yeah, we forgot to do an outro. We're not
doing
good
it
at
now.
that.
So we're rolling with our homies. Well, actually, they're all dead.
They're all dead. I'm sorry. We can't say dead. And we can say it, but we're not supposed to.
They are dead.
They're sleeping.
Dirt napping.
They're it's starting to get warm, but
Yeah.
there were a lot of freaking moles in that yard.
She asked us point blank, is this the worst yard you've ever seen? Now, we've seen mounds, like bad mounds in other yards.
But I have not seen that many trails.
No, as far as a yard tore the flip up,
It felt like you were walking on a separate layer of dirt, and then as soon as you walked, it would fall down everywhere you walked.
if you've been in Alaska and walked on the tundra like the muskeg, it's a lot like that. We thought we'd be there 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That ended up being
Well, you got to do at least 10 minutes per hole.
and we ended up with what?
Like
10 holes?
a lot.
Yeah, we were there over 2 hours, easy. I've got a daughter that's begging for me to take her to lunch.
So it's not the easiest process ever, but if anything is too easy, it's probably not going to work.
And if you have a company that does this and they're there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes,
That's a problem.
yeah,
That's a red flag.
I'd have them come back.
So the next step is this. I'm gonna go back, or we're gonna go back, or somebody's gonna go back in a few days. If we go back in 2.2 days, that'll show the same amount of progress. So maybe we'll do that.
It's better than juicy fruit?
Juicy fruit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. But
I'm not
hey,
either.
We're
Hey,
gonna go back. We're
All
gonna
you
look.
guys out there that just swear by it, I think there's something else that's going on.
Yeah. So we put over 2 packs of gum out there, and there was activity, lots of fresh activity after they rolled it. So that tells me that the gum was not doing its job. And we put most of it in those areas that we treated, actually.
Yep. I think they just have good breath now. Anyway.
Okay, well, we will see you guys on the next one. We'll find out what's going on. Definitely let us know what you guys think, because
and I know you will, and I know you'll tell us we're wrong in some situations, but
and that's okay. We can
okay.
be wrong.
If it works for you, great. But we're the professionals, and we're telling you you're wrong.
Wow. And what Ryan means by that is he loves you all.
I love you. Thanks for watching. But you're wrong.
All right, so I'm sitting here editing a video. Just working, minding my own business. And I happen to see movement. So I've got our camera system over here. And I see all this movement up here in this camera. Let's take a look at this. So there's something going on around that camera that has attracted a bunch of bugs, which is interesting to me. So let's go check it out, see what's going on. All right, Ryan's not around, so I can't make him eat them or mess with them. But it's just mind-boggling to me that a pest control place would have so many bugs around their camera. So the camera is, oh my goodness. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to get you up there to look at this. There are just thousands of like gnat looking bugs on the side of the building. Like they're everywhere right here, and they're congregating around the camera as well. So I thought it was like wasps or something, but these are teeny little buggers, and they like that camera for some reason. So I'm gonna put some spray together for that. All right, I didn't have a proper long sleeve shirt in my truck, but I do have a raincoat, long sleeve. Got my gloves. I went ahead and mixed up some spray, pulled the truck out. I'm gonna spray this down and see what the heck. Let's see if we can get the camera set up. Let's look at that. So not all products are allowed to be sprayed like this, kind of like painting on the side of the building. You can only go like certain however many feet up and however many feet out depending on the label. This one is labeled for this, so we can do this. That's kind of why I picked this product. Hopefully it's going to be enough to knock these things out. My gosh, they're all over the place. I don't know where they're coming from, but they are all over the place. All right, we're gonna let this dry, see what happens, because there's still a lot of bugs there. Frickin' things. You would think that around a pest control building with so many products, nothing would want to be here, but we get the most. So luckily we can take care of it. We're gonna check back on this. Okay, so it's been 24 hours, and now the guy's out mowing the grass, of course, because we need as much noise as we can. But we had these crazy bugs climbing all over the camera and like swarming over here, and I sprayed heavily, and
you doused it?
I doused it, and we want to take a look now. So now it's been 24 hours. Let's see what it looks like over here. because there was thousands of them. Even when you saw, there was quite a few.
Yeah.
So here we go. Hey, that's a mark to a gun. So how many do you see up there?
I don't see a bug one.
I don't see any. I see a couple of dead ones on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there is nothing swarming, and they're not all jumping in the grass like they were yesterday. And that corner of the building was the biggest, right up in the gutter.
So there were thousands and thousands, right?
Oh yeah, there was a lot. And now there's none.
Look, when you use proper pest control that's mixed at the right ratio, now there are companies out there, unfortunately, that will water down their products, and that's the companies that give pest control a bad name, just like there's bad everything.
If you see an ad on Facebook, today I'm running a special for $10.
You're getting the $10 pest control version.
You're paying for a dude to come out and spend a half hour at your house.
I could come pee on your house for $10.
I'm sorry, we're not picking on anybody in particular.
We've actually had some close friends too that have told us, you know what, you guys are just too overpriced. And they go with the cheap pest control. It's amazing how many times that those friends call us back and say, why is it not working?
Can you
Can
tell me why it's not working? Yeah, I can tell you why it's not working, because you're not paying enough to cover the products.
And so you do. It goes back to the tried and true. You get what you pay for. And yes, you guys could go get some of those products yourself. The problem is mixing it right, storage, the proper equipment to put it out, all those things.
You saw me in gloves and a raincoat because I didn't have long sleeves, so I put on a raincoat. And hey, it works. Now, it doesn't work instantly. I wanted you guys to see that. You have to be patient.
What do we tell all of our customers after we service?
I tell them give it a week.
7 to 10 days. 7 to 10 days.
So this is the next day. That's pretty good, actually.
I'm impressed.
It's pretty good. And it took care of them. There's no more issue over there, that's for sure.
Yep.
So that's a follow-up on my little treatment here. If you guys have a severe infestation of something, you've got to get it treated right. So
don't be a dummy.
We're gonna
Get some
watch
film of my
Ryan
workout for the day.
lifting the machine out of the truck.
Oh, I gotta
He
go
did
to
it.
the chiropractor now.
He did it. Yep, he's gonna go to the chiropractor.
Come on out.
I'm gonna have to clip that out.
Anyway, yeah, so we, oh, she's old.
She's old.
Old as balls. She's got old eggs. Anyway.
Well, we, product.
Every time we film, it gets loud.
Son of a biscuit.